Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got this, well, the kind of book here really, and it's from 1905, so it's lovely and vintage, but it's got quite a few, you know, plainer sheets in it. So I thought let's just come along and make some little booklets and things like that ready for, you know, ephemera stuffing pieces, i.e., you know, pieces ready to put into journals. And yeah, just, you know, use up some of this book really that otherwise is just, you know, gathering dust on my shelf. So I'm just going to tear out some of the plainer pages. I mean, I have to say this page is not plain, but how much do you love this page? It's so gorgeous, isn't it? I absolutely love it. So, I mean, for me, I would probably just use a page like this, just folded up and just tucked into a journal, because I just think it's, you know, it stand out beautiful on its own. You know, so I will hang on to things like that. But just, you know, flicking through and just taking some of the plainer pages. Now, this one, obviously, it's a picture. You know, I mean, to me, that's not really the most interesting picture. So, you know, I would maybe use that to back a tag or something like that. So I'm just going to take the pages, obviously, that are able to be, you know, folded up and used in some sort of booklet type formation, really. And now I'm looking through here, I'm thinking, oh no, there's barely any plain pages. And yet when I was looking before I came on, I thought, oh, there's loads of plain pages that we can use for this. But like with all these things, you then come on and think, oh, maybe not. Actually, most of them seem to have the picture on the back, which is pretty annoying. Okay, let's just have a look through. So, I mean, like this is kind of plainish, isn't it? And it's just got a bit of text on the back, so that's fine. It's just the ones really with the pictures that I'm kind of avoiding, because obviously that would look strange if you could see just half a picture. You know, that's going to be a bit peculiar. So, again, we can take these down like that. And, I mean, that's, you know, got a fairly big bit of plain on it, so we could probably use that. Let's just see what else is here. Nope, now run out of plain bits. So much for me thinking this had a lot of plainish pages. I'm now wondering what I was even thinking, to be honest. Oh well, never mind. Right, this also I think is rather a nice page, to be honest. So again, I might just kind of keep that, you know, just because I think this is a really lovely, you know, title kind of looking page. Now, obviously, we've also got the cover, so I'm just going to tear the cover off. I mean, how beautiful is this? I just love it. Absolutely love it. Now, the back is just completely plain. So straight away, the back is, you know, perfect for making some sort of kind of like tuck-in pieces, isn't it? So all I'm going to do is, you know, start by using the back. Now, oh, this is where we come unstuck, because it's actually quite brittle when you fold it. It does sort of crack slightly. So I'm going to just be a bit careful not to fold it in too aggressively. And I might even still muck it up, even being gentle. So like that. And then we're just going to take some of our pages that we just tore out and just form, you know, a bit of a booklet really. So like that. Cut this down. So I don't mind them being random size pages. I think that's quite nice. So I'm just going to do that. Whoops. Do that. Okie dokie. You know, I don't mind having some of them with text on and some of them without. So we can put that in there. And then I've got some envelope. Now I'm looking, I can't see my envelope. Here it is. Which I again think is just an interesting colour, you know, so you've got some changes, so it's not all kind of one colour, your pieces. So I'm going to snip this bit off here where it's got the sort of gummy glue part, like that. And we will just take this here. Again, just kind of so that I can gauge roughly the sort of size it needs to be. And then I'm just going to snip off this edge to neaten it up a bit. Okay, like that. Okie dokie, so we've got there some pages to put into the book. Now this here obviously has got some more bits gummed down. You can just sometimes peel those off. Now I have to say sometimes they come off better than others, but that one did peel off really nicely. So yeah, we can just kind of do that. I've also got some doily here, which I'm thinking I might be able to just fold that in as an extra page as well. So just going to take this down here like that. Okay, this has been coffee dyed, this doily, so it wasn't obviously this colour, you know, to begin with, but oh, it's got hooked on itself. There we go. Right, so fold it in the other way. Okie dokie. Right. Like that. So I might have the doily piece on the outside of all these pages because it's, you know, it's just a really pretty piece, isn't it? And then we can just pop that into there. And then I'm just going to be super lazy and staple all of that together. Oops. So just take my stapler. I just always find, you know, just kind of fold the pages in a bit, you know, so that you can reach your stapler in, because these Tim Holtz ones you can't open out, you know, like you can. Well, I don't think you can. I don't want to make a sweeping statement and then be inundated with people telling me that you can. I haven't found a way to fold them out, you know, like you can with other staplers, but you know, that's fine. So then we fold that in like that. Isn't that just so pretty? And then we could decorate that up. Now I'm thinking we could use some of this gorgeous, you know, the title page that I said that I really loved. So again, just tear that down. Just even have that like sideways on there. I think that's really, really pretty. So we just glue that down. Okay, like that. Oh, what have I done with my wipe? Oh, there it is. Okay, and press that down like that. And then, of course, you know, what you could do is obviously put some string or some twine or something to actually have as a closure. I mean, you might not even decide you need one, but just having a look here. So I might have this as a bit of a closure. So what I might do is just have one of the circle closures here. Oops. Excuse my fingers. I have been, what's the word? You know, food colour dyeing out in the garden yesterday. So yeah, I really apologise for the state of my fingers, but honestly, you can't then really get that food colour off. I mean, it's kind of come off as much as it's going to from my, you know, my hands. But yeah, around kind of where your nails are, it's very hard then to get it back off. I'm going to use some of my lovely massive brads here that I'm normally just hoarding. So we'll take one of those. Okay. Not brads, sorry, eyelets. So, and these were gifted to me by the lovely Marianne. So thank you so much, Marianne. Honestly, I'm kind of hoarding these, but yeah, I'm trying to force myself to use them because they are so lovely. And of course, you know, people don't really give you things to just hoard, do they? They want to obviously see you use things. So yeah, I'm trying to force myself to use them. Right. I don't know why I used 2 circles actually, because going in with that eyelet, I needn't have used 2 circles, but I was thinking I was using brads and yeah, just didn't really kind of take it in. Oh, come on. Okay. Like that. Again, can just snip out my little bit there. And then I'm just going to just wrap this round like that. Okay. Now, also wondering whether I might want to just make this a little bit more green, as we've got that lovely green, you know, embroidery thread as like a closure. So I've got quite a few green flowers here. Oh, now, which are going to be the best colour-wise? So I managed to buy loads of these. They were selling them off in our local branch of the range. So yeah, I just bought loads of these because I love these flowers. I'm thinking kind of maybe a couple just maybe bunched up down the corner or maybe layered up. I'm not sure. Maybe something like that. Looks quite pretty, doesn't it? So, you know, I mean, you really don't need an awful lot, do you, to make it look lovely. It, you know, it just comes together so easily with just a couple of pretty things. Now, I'm just pulling in some sari silk because, again, got some that just, you know, is just the same colour as that, what do you call it? The embroidery thread. So, yeah, I thought let's just pull that in and just see whether we want to have any of this here. I don't know, because I'm not sure. You know, I love doing that ruffly type thing, but I mean, I haven't really got enough kind of to play with here, as in enough room on here. You know, it would either be here, here, maybe here, or across the bottom, which then is a bit weird. So I think maybe it might just even have a bit of sari silk like that, just out to the side. So I'm just going to hot glue this down. Like that. And then we'll just glue the flowers down. So that one. And then this one. Okay. Oh, how pretty does that look? And I love the way it's got the torn kind of edges. That just, to me, looks so pretty. And then, of course, you know, maybe just ink it up a little bit. I mean, obviously, that is a vintage book. But sometimes, you know, even in a vintage book, the pages can be pretty, you know, well maintained and, you know, not very discoloured at all. So, yeah, I just love that. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? And actually, I'm now thinking maybe we could even add a green postage stamp if I've got one. I know this is all on the front, which is possibly a bit weird, but, you know, because it's not like, you know, it's not an envelope with a stamp on the back, but I just couldn't resist it because I thought that envelope just went so brilliantly. Actually, I like it down there, so it's all clustered in one corner. How gorgeous does that look? Oh, scrumptious, doesn't it? So let's just put that to one side. Right, let's bring in another another piece. So yeah, let's just have a look. Okay, so this has got sort of more text, which again, you know, I don't really mind that. Actually, I'm just going to fold it in this way. And yeah, we'll cut it down about here. To me, there feels like there's no point having two sides of text, if you see what I mean. You know, that side and that side being text, because of course then, you know, you haven't got any journaling space. But having a bit of text, you know, that's actually, you know, that's making it interesting, isn't it? But yeah, I wouldn't want to have like too much text, because then, you know, it just then feels pointless, doesn't it? Now, I'm just having a quick look because I think I bought my ration book. Yeah. So I'm thinking use some of this as my cover. Oh, hadn't really factored that in, had I, very well? So yeah, I could take this down now. I'll have a couple of pages. So like that. Okie dokie. Now obviously these are vastly smaller than that ration book, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's pathetic, isn't it, that page? Oh well, never mind. Right, so now thinking, should we, you know, get rid of a bit of this and have this with a wraparound closure as well. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to take this piece, like that, take this piece to have as our wraparound closure, or wraparound closure, and I'm thinking glue this one on top of it, because this one's a lot more attractive looking than those X's, I think. So yeah, let's just pop some glue on there. And of course this also reinforces this, you know, because this is pretty flimsy paper. I mean, it's a vintage fashion book. It's, you know, it's quite delicate. It's not going to be the thickest. So yeah, we'll just glue that down like that. Okay. Okie doke, so let's get some more pages going on. Let's just see. Okay, so we've got this, which, well, I suppose what we could do is have it like that. And then you've got quite a good bit of blank, haven't you, there? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so again, let's just take this down like that. Okay, slip that in. Okay, right. Oh, okay. So I quite like the text, you know, on the outer side, so you kind of see that first. But again, you know, that's just, you know, personal preference. It's completely up to you how you have yours. So I might have it like this. Okay. So yeah, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Now I have got the rest of that doily, but to be honest, I would have to lose a lot of it to actually get it into there. So I'm not going to bother with the doily on this one. So I think what we'll do is just staple this together. Where's my little page gone? Oh, it's right down there. So I might have the little page more in the middle, I think. Yep. Ooh, just rearranging my pages around. Okay, and then just again, hold that in. Oh, where's my stapler now? Oh, I so need to tidy my desk, honestly. It's just becoming a nightmare. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and obviously that piece folds over like that. Okay, looking good. And then on here, have I got some more? Here we go, more of this, you know, from the title kind of page. Just love how that looks. I need to take that down slightly more, but okay. Oh, gorgeous. Might have to cover that T up, that word T, just because it looked a little bit too dominant, I think, on there. So yep, let's just cover that up. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you're doing some crafting, having a nice time. You know, please do say below what you're working on. It's always really nice to hear what, you know, what you guys are working on, because, you know, it does spur people on, I think. You know, if you're just struggling with, oh, what, you know, what crafting can I do today, to hear what some other people are working on, it just, you know, can really give you some ideas yourself. Now, I've got a crown here, a stamped crown. This might look good, it might look rubbish, we don't know yet. So let's just have a look. Oh, I love how that looks. That's really cute, isn't it? So I'm just going to glue this down. Okay. Onto that front section. Okay. Oops. Put this one down now. Just slightly kind of over to the side like that. Okay, that looks nice, doesn't it? And then we've got our little flap there, which we could even have something else from my stamped pieces. So let's just have a look and see. They're all on vellum now after that. So what have I done with my other stamped pieces? Oh, I've got some behind me, hold on. It is quite handy having these stamped pieces, I must say. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying having them. Or maybe even just one of these little numbers. Yeah, I like that, I think. Okay. Let's just take that down a bit. Now, do we want this like here, or do we want it like sideways on the flap there? Not sure. And do we want to keep this colourless, or do we want to add some other colour to it? Is the question. Oh, I think I'm going to have it there actually. And then we'll decide to colour or not to colour. That's the question. So, yep, let's put that there. Okay, that looks really lovely. It looks very vintage, doesn't it? Very, very pretty. And then what should we do on this, you know, the fold over piece? Thinking lace, because obviously lace my favourite thing. Although I'm now thinking, I know we're now adding green again, which, you know, I didn't necessarily want to add green, but I mean, what do we think? What do we think? That's a little bit on the bright side. It might be a little bit too bright. Let me see what other sari silk I've got here. Because I've got just some green sari silk here beside me in obviously varying shades of green. Oh, I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Right, let's pull this piece out. Okay. Just snip this down. Okie dokie. So yeah, let's just do that ruffle that I'm loving doing at the moment. Now, do we want to have any of this, or do we think this is like just a bit clashing now with that green? Oh, do you know, I don't mind it. So yeah, I'm just going to put this down here. So I'm just going to hot glue this like that. Actually, I'm going to hot glue it here, like that. Okay, so it's been kind of doubled over for a bit of extra, you know, strength getting it on there. And then just going to take my sari silk and, you know, as I've been doing lately, because I just absolutely love how it looks, just going to ruffle this along here on the edge. So like that. Let me just ruffle that. Ooh, on the edge there. Okay, and ooh. Like that. Okay, and then this one here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Right. Like that. Okay, loving how that looks so far. Very, very pretty. And the good thing about the sari silk is, to be honest, you know, although this has an elaborate kind of flouncy look to it, the sari silk is so thin that, you know, this squashes to nothing. So although you might think, oh, she's bulked that out a lot, you know, to go into a pocket or anything. It actually in reality hasn't really bulked it out at all, because, you know, that sari silk just squishes down to like nothing. So, you know, you've got that sort of elaborate fancy look, but without actually squishing it or, you know, bulking it out at all. So yeah, it's you know, it's one of the nice things I think about the sari silk, is actually you can get that kind of elaborate look, but it's not actually really added any bulk at all. Okay, just cut that down. Now I'm just thinking, do we want to add a flower here? Could even have it on the sari silk itself. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, quite like it on there. So I think to add that flower, actually I think I'm just going to staple that flower on. I think it's quite nice. Just like that. Yeah, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, like that. Now, just wondering, I've got some of those little charms that we've coloured before. The sort of gems. Let me just grab a couple. This is where I will find, I haven't got any green ones. Oh, I've got this one, which is massive. Probably a bit too big, isn't it? That one that's lime green, so not really the right colour. Oh, and I'm bound not to have any others, aren't I, like in the right colour. You know, because no matter how many bits we have ready-made, we've never got the right bits. No. No, no. Oh, that's just so annoying. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I might have one. Now, is that green or is that blue? Oh, my eyesight. What is going on here? I think that's green. Well, let's hope it's green, because otherwise I've just got something really weird. Just added blue. Not glue, blue. Added blue there, just completely randomly. Right, let me just pull in a bulb pin. Oh, no. No bulb pin there. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. I need to clear my desk out, really, because it's, oh gosh, becoming just such a nightmare. I'm going to have things dropping on the floor pretty quick, or pretty soon. Oh, goodness. Hang on. Oh. Right. Got a bulb pin now. Took a while, didn't it? Right. Let's just pop this on here. Just then, yeah, just attach that to that sari silk like that. Oops, where is that? Okay, oh my goodness, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm just going to pop that on like that. Okay. Oh, how cute does that look? Love how that looks. Just going to ink my flower up slightly so it looks a bit more grungy as well. Might just ink around the edge as well. I mean, obviously this is a vintage fashion book, but you know, like I always say, just because things are vintage, they're not necessarily discoloured, are they? So, you know, you might sometimes have to add a bit more extra bits. There we go. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? It's so yummy, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Love how that looks. Love this one too. Not sure which is my favourite now, I have to be honest. Yeah, not sure which is my favourite. So that's probably all I've got time for, to be honest, because if we start another one, we'll be here for ages. So, yeah, it will end up a really long video. So I will probably call it quits there. Just with these two, but I hope that they, you know, have maybe inspired you. I hope you like them, and yeah, have fun if you decide to dig out some of your just, you know, vintage books, vintage pamphlets or leaflets or, you know, brochures or anything like that, and, you know, incorporating, I guess, some of the fly sheet pages and maybe some of your little title pages that have very pretty text and things, you know. And yeah, just kind of have fun and see what you can come up with. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.